Good morning, boys and girls. Well, today we're going to read about a mammal that lives at the pond. Sometimes this mammal is even the creator of the pond. Can you think of a mammal that could make a pond or might live at a pond and change its shape and appearance? Well, it's a beaver. And this book is called The Beaver's Busy Year. And I know it's a mammal because it has warm blood, it is covered with fur, and it gives birth to live young. So let's find out about the beaver's busy year. And this book is written and illustrated by Mary Holland. So, the beaver's busy year. I like the way they're swimming in the water. Did you know that beavers are mammals just like you? They have some hair, they produce milk for their young, and most give birth to live young. So there is our beaver. Beavers are a kind of mammal called a rodent. Mice, chipmunks, squirrels, woodchucks, and porcupines are also rodents. They all have 4 big front teeth called incisors that never stop growing. Can you find the incisors in the skull in this picture? Yep, you're right. It's the brown teeth or orange teeth, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. Beavers use their incisors to cut down trees, to cut the trees into pieces and to eat the bark. This helps keep their incisors from growing too long. They do most of this work at night while you are sleeping, and they sleep throughout the day. And they're orange because of the sap and the tannin in the wood that they chew. So that's why they get this orange, and it kind of gives them like an iron-like coating on their teeth. Beavers are good recyclers. They chew and eat the bark off sticks. Then the beavers use the sticks to build a dam across a stream. The dam stops the water from flowing and turns the stream into a pond. So that's pretty cool. They can either change the shape of a current pond or they can create a pond that isn't even there. Beavers also use sticks to build a home called a lodge. They make a pile of sticks and mud on the bottom of the pond that is so big it pokes up out of the water. Then the beavers chew a room inside the pile of sticks. The room is always above water and dry. This is where the beavers live. Each lodge usually has more than one door or entrance. The doors to a lodge are underwater, so many of the beaver's enemies, that would be predators, like coyotes and wolves, can't get to them. So now we know coyotes and wolves like to eat beavers. Beavers spend a lot of time in water. In addition to having thick fur that keeps them warm, beavers have valves in their ears and noses that close when they go underwater, kind of like something that would pinch off your nose so the water doesn't get up in there. Beavers have special see-through eyelids that serve as goggles when they go underwater. When swimming, beavers steer with their tail and paddle with their webbed hind feet. And we know that webbed feet are when you have a membrane between your toes. In the fall, beavers get ready for winter. They are very busy adding sticks and mud to the dam and lodge. They also gather a supply of food. Beavers cut down trees and make a pile of branches in the pond near the lodge. They will eat from this pile when the pond is iced over. Hey, if it ices over really well, it could be like a skating rink for us. I don't know that the beavers would appreciate that. but be fun for us. Beavers spend a lot of time in their dark lodge in the winter. Sometimes there can be 10 or more beavers living in one lodge. I have to look really close. I think it's just a picture inside the lodge because I do not see the beaver in there. Do you see the beaver in there? Once ice forms on top of the pond, the beavers cannot get onto land to cut down any more trees. They swim to their food pile under the ice and carry branches back to the lodge to eat. As the weather warms and the ice thins, the beavers use their heads to bump through the ice. Then they can see the sun and eat fresh bark once again. Hey, wow, that's almost like having your own personal battering ram, your own helmet head to crash through the ice. It's pretty neat. In the spring, the mother beaver gives birth to between 2 and 4 baby beavers called kits. Later in the summer, the kits go outside the lodge with their parents. Kits live with their parents until they turn 2 years old. Then they leave the lodge to find a mate and a stream that they can turn into their own pond. So they just stay with mom and dad until they're 2 years old. When summer comes, there are lots of green plants for beavers to eat. They work on their lodge and dam in the spring and the fall, so there isn't much heavy work for beavers to do in the summer. Oh, so they kind of take a break. Still busy, but not as busy as in the fall and winter. In the spring. When beavers aren't eating or swimming, they are often grooming themselves and each other. They usually groom with their feet. The 2 inside toenails on a beaver's hind foot are split. Beavers use these nails to comb through tangled fur and to rub oil from their bodies into the fur to make it waterproof. Sometimes they use these nails to remove splinters from between their teeth. Wow, it's kind of like having your own personal toothpick. We can see the split toenail right there that they use as a comb and a toothpick. Cool. When fall arrives again, the beavers dive back into their work in order to get ready for winter. Wow, you can really see the webbed hind feet in this picture very clearly. Really good paddles. And then lots of information about beavers. All right, my friends. So we learned some facts about the beavers. Now let's scroll on down and find out what our assignment is with these busy beavers.